Taurus, hello. This is your August 2022 main monthly reading. Main monthly. Boy, we're already over halfway through the year. Kind of scares me a little bit. It's going by so fast, you know. Oh, well, the show must go on. So before we get started, if you would like to find the information on how to go about scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video. That's the only way to schedule a personal reading with me, y'all. You got to go to my website. Okay, please block and report anybody you see pretending to be me in the comments of these videos. That's not me. Giving you a WhatsApp number or something. That's not me. That's not me reaching out and following you on Instagram. There's only one way to get a reading from me, and that's all in the description of this video, okay? All right, let's hop into it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do past person, current person, and single/new person. But with this here, I'm going to go back to the past from the past. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at what happened in the past between Taurus and the past person. I hope that doesn't confuse you. Let's see here. Let me see. There it is. King of Swords. Could be an air sign for some of you. So in the past, this person may have been very detached. Like when y'all first met, maybe they didn't really catch feelings right away. If that makes sense. One fell on the floor. Knight of Swords reverse. A lot of air energy in here. So communication could have been horrible between the two of you, and maybe this person really didn't catch true feelings in the beginning. Two of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Maybe some of y'all felt like you were just like an option in the beginning. And I'm kind of almost feeling, I don't know if you were just an option, but this person was weighing out their options. They were weighing out their options, okay? It honestly, so far, looking at it, because I have a real strong feeling that some of you have been going back to the very beginning, trying to run through the red flags, you know? Man, I should have known the minute they said they live with their mom. Or the minute they said they was going to be here and they weren't there, they were somebody else. So in the beginning, it honestly doesn't really feel like it's coming from as bad of a place as you may think it was. Does that make sense? I really don't think so. I'm feeling like this person probably had more feelings than you know, but just maybe y'all spoke a different love language, possibly. Death card, Tower card, both in the reverse. What does that mean? Was there maybe, for some of you, maybe for just a select few of you, the two of you may have temporarily separated and got back together? There may have been like a breakup, get back together, you know, sometime in the past. This feels honestly to me like something that's being overthought just a little bit. And that doesn't mean that there wasn't a problem in the past. I just feel like some of you may be looking at the wrong thing. Some of you may be looking back, trying to figure out what went wrong. And not that nothing went wrong, but you're looking in the wrong place. That makes sense? Okay, it could be a Libra for some of you. Also have Aries. Scorpio, Libra, Aries, and Scorpio. Okay, well, let's look at current moment, August 2022. What's the energy looking like? What's the energy looking like between Taurus and the past person currently in August? General outline of the current energy in August. Stalker, somebody's stalking here. Who is it? Is that you? Are you stalking them? They stalking you? We got a stalker, man. I don't know who it is. If another page comes out in the reverse, I'm going to say y'all both stalking each other. All right, one more. Sun card reversed. Okay. All right. So I'm feeling like you already have your options open anyway, and you're probably more than likely going to end up with somebody new. I'm feeling like you're going to end up with somebody new, but you're still holding a grudge, though. You're still very pissed off about whatever it was that went wrong between you and this person. Seven of Swords. So I'm honestly feeling much more like this is them. Could be you, but it feels much more like it's them. And it's not that they're not sitting down and planning a way to try to come back, but I do think they have a script written down of what they're going to say if you do. You know, they have the scenario painted up in their mind of what they would do if you tried to come back, but I don't really see them taking any action towards that. I don't. I mean, honestly, if I had to guess which one was which, I would guess this one's you. I've never met a Taurus that ain't got their mind made up. I've never met a Taurus. I mean, y'all invented making your mind up, didn't you? I mean, even if there's eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you'll pick something just to make a decision, right? I mean, Taurus always got their mind made up. So I feel like it's this person here who's kind of stuck at a standstill in their own life. Not sure. I don't even think this person knows what in the hell they want in their life, just period. Chariot. Okay. Well, I got to see here. Let's see if this person's taking any action. Because I'm seeing more than likely you ending up with somebody new if you're not already currently dealing with somebody new. Let's see if this person's taking any action. Let's see if this person's taking any action. They might try to guilt trip you. This person may try to guilt trip you. They may try to throw a pity party your way. I got an idea for some of you. They've probably done that to you before, and that's probably how they get their way through life. Poor me. Oh, it's been hard. You know, I lost my job, my dog died, and boo-hoo me, poor me. You know, like I feel like they're going to throw a pity party at you. More than likely, 9 of Cups. Yeah, I do feel like you will eventually end up hearing from them. Eventually. But I don't feel like it's them coming right straight forward. I think they're inching their way towards you. Inching their way. So it's going to start off with them just trying to get your attention. You know, posting things directed towards you, trying to get you to react. And then it'll move on. Okay, well, if that doesn't work, then every now and then you'll see them hit like on your Facebook post or something like that, you know? Inching closer, inching closer, inching closer. And then more than likely, you know, they'll probably come right straight forward and try to slide their way in there with a pity party. You know, try to slide their way in there with a pity party. I feel like they're going to meet you with your guard up, and it may not work out exactly the way they want it. If you are dealing with somebody who is into metaphysics and esoterics, they may be trying to manifest communication with you. You know, they very well may. They could try to get your attention materialistically as well. You know, so if throwing a pity party doesn't work, then they'll try to get your attention materialistically. Like if you don't feel sorry for them, then oh, okay, well, yeah, well, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm about to start me this new business, you know, or I just started me this new business. I just got a raise at work, you know, something like that. In which I still don't really think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. It doesn't really feel like you're gonna be playing any of these games. It really doesn't. Ace of Swords reverse. See? Okay. All right. I keep pulling card after card after card. Let's see if we can get an outcome here. Let's see if we can get an outcome. 6 of Wands. King of Wands reversed. Now, Faith card reversed. I don't know, man. It doesn't really... I'm not seeing like a solid... I don't think that you all are going to like reconcile. like right away. You may not shut them down right away either. It kind of feels like a line of communication is going to open. Y'all might go back and forth a little bit. It's not really going the way they want. So then it kind of dies out right there. Line of communication still open, but kind of like in this awkward, I don't see the two of you getting anywhere. I don't see it coming to any kind of resolution or coming to a head or anything like that. What's the advice? Be real with you. This is giving me a headache just reading this. This is giving me a headache just reading this. What's the advice? Oh, Queen of Wands. Oh, Queen of Coins. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. I wouldn't initiate communication if I was you. I guess you can if you want. Queen of Wands and Queen of Coins. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Put your foot down and set boundaries and keep them there. Put your foot down, set boundaries and keep them there. Okay, if they try to impress you, don't bite the bait. Don't bite the bait. Okay, that's manipulation. You know, if they try to impress you with something materialistic, just congratulate them and tell them you're happy for them and leave it be. You know, don't bite the bait. Don't let them reel you in the boat with that, dude. I'm telling you. Here's the most important part, though. It's very important to understand that you have never and you will never connect with anybody by accident. Period. End of discussion. End of story. There is always a reason. And if you can't figure out what that reason is, you get to create the reason. So there's a process when it comes to healing from a past connection. Okay, most people who go down the healing path, they get maybe 1 or 2 steps into the process, then they think they're over and they think it's done. No. Yes, you want to figure out what you learned from that experience. Okay, most people just kind of stop there. Well, I learned yada, 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 yada. Okay, well, what are you going to do about it? Figure out what lesson you learned. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be something big and profound or something little and petty. Figure out what lesson you learned. Take that lesson and apply it to your life. And that's not even the end goal. The end goal is when you take the lesson that you learned and you apply it to your life, it will start creating better results in your life. And then as soon as it starts creating better results in your life, you now express gratitude for the experience. Gratitude. The ultimate goal in healing is gratitude. I'm not just over it. You know, I'm thankful for it. How do you create gratitude? I have to be able to point to something in my life that is a direct result of that experience. See what I'm saying? That's the ultimate goal. And for those of you new to my channel, I will be preaching healing till my face turns blue and the cows come home. I sure will. That's something that doesn't get taught enough, dude. I mean, it may be now, honestly. I don't really watch very many people on YouTube, but the last time I looked, nobody was teaching true healing. Nobody was teaching it. People will tell you, oh, you need to heal, but they don't tell you how. You know, so it leads most of us to believe that healing is just something that you wait around and then it happens over time. Time doesn't heal anything. If time healed your wounds, there would be no such thing as childhood trauma. What about that serial killer who is the way he is because he was traumatized as a child? I thought time healed all wounds. If time heals wounds, then that wouldn't fucking happen, because it doesn't. Time doesn't heal wounds. Healing is an energy transmutation process that requires conscious effort. It's a creation process, and the end goal is gratitude. All right, enough on that lecture. We are going to move on to the current person. This is something that I haven't done in a while. Is the current person. So If you are inquiring about or experiencing issues and concerns with the person currently in your life, stick around. If you're not, this is not for you. What's the issue? What's the main issue between Taurus and the current person? What's the issue? What's the main issue here between Taurus and the current person? 10 of Wands. So this connection is starting to become kind of a burden. Starting to become more of a burden than a blessing. Maybe some of you feel like you're doing all the work. You're putting in 100% and they're not putting in any. Like everything is all on your shoulders. Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, 2 of Swords. 6 of Wands. Some of y'all may be married, possibly. Doesn't have to be. But I do feel like there's actually potential here. There's just not, I don't want to just say equal give and take, but there's something here that's not equal. Something here that's not equal. Some of you, I feel like, are putting forth 110% effort and have been, and they don't really seem to be. They don't really seem to be. If you're not married, I think there is potential for marriage here. We got to level the playing field out, though, a little bit here, you know? Communication looks good. Some of you are starting to kind of contemplate whether or not you're losing feelings for this person. Money issues could be getting in the way, too, between the two of you. Could be experiencing some money problems. And that will always affect your love life, dude. Yes, it will. To what extent? That depends on the individual. Some people, not that big a deal. Some people, complete and total catastrophe. But your love life will affect your finances, and your finances will affect your love life. Okay? All those people that try to pretend that that's not true, you're only lying to yourself. You're only lying to yourself. It sure does. All right. Let's look at this person's true intentions and see how they really feel about you. Woo, it's storming. If y'all hear any background noise, it looks like it's storming here in Vegas. Got any Vegas locals in the house? Man, it's all windy. Looks like the palm trees are about to get ripped out of the ground. Wow. Okay, sorry. Let's look at this person's true intentions. The Devil card reversed. Hang on. 9 of Pentacles. So this person, they may not be a very good teammate, you know, as far as like the two of you being a unit. It may kind of feel like you are the one doing it all, but I think it's because what they're doing is something totally different. It's almost like the two of you are your goals look very, very different, you know. They're not working with you towards your goals, and you're not working with them towards their goals. It looks like you all have a different set of goals here, honestly. It really does. It really does. King of Cups in the reverse. King of Swords reverse. I don't know. It kind of feels like this person may be playing some games here, honestly. May kind of be playing some games, not really taking this relationship seriously. Hierophant reversed. 9 of Cups reversed. So this person is emotionally codependent. Yeah, and see, when you're emotionally codependent, that never lasts long. Okay, it never lasts long. And the reason being is because when I say emotionally codependent, in layman's terms, what I mean is I am expecting you to fill the void in my heart, in layman's terms. And in reality, you can't fill the void in my heart. But most people don't believe that. Most people really genuinely think that a lover or a love relationship will fill the void in their heart and create the happiness that they're missing. And then when that fails to happen, then they're like, well, you're not meeting my emotional needs. I'm going to go find somebody who will. And they just keep bouncing from person to person to person to person to person, thinking that a person is supposed to fill the void in their heart. See what I'm saying? So that's kind of why this person may be backing off a little bit, because you're not filling the void in their heart, when in reality it's because you can't. You see what I'm saying? Okay, let's look at the outcome. This looks like this connection is on thin ice, dude, to be honest with you. It does. Let's see the outcome. What is the outcome? Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, the Temperance. Okay, so we do have the Tower and the Death card. However, the Temperance is the overall energy. So that means to me that this connection is hanging on by a thread. By a thread. All you would have to do is step back and release it, and it would come crashing to the ground. It would come crashing to the ground. But I don't see you doing that throughout August. I see you patiently waiting for things to turn around. Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords. The tension is building. Three of Cups. So I see you holding it together throughout the month of August, but it's on thin ice. It's on thin ice. What's the advice? Advice. Oh, see, Three of Pentacles reversed. We need to be a team, dude. We need to be a team. We got to sit down and we got to break down what are our goals. What are they? What are your goals? What is it exactly you're wanting out of life? Not just this relationship, but life. What are you wanting out of life? I got to figure out what you want out of life. Then I'm going to take a look at what I want out of life. And we got to take a look and see, are we actually working towards the same goals? Do you have the same goals out of life as me? If not, is there any way that we could come together and kind of meet in the middle and still function together as a team? If not, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. You know? Like, say, for example, your goal is to, like, eventually own your own business, be financially abundant, and they aren't interested in that at all. No, I'm fine with just my regular 9-to-5 job. I don't feel the desire to get up and change that. Okay, well, that's my goal. My goal, I want to be, you know, so are you on my team or are you in my way? You know, are you on my team or are you in my way? Because if we can't be like a power couple, is there any way that we can still function together as a team with that being your goal and this being mine? Usually not. Usually not. You get on the path. You get on the path of whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest in this life, and they don't get on that path with you. It's like two ships passing in the night. So I would bring that conversation up and see if we can work together somehow. If not, we got to talk about what the hell we're doing here. All right, let's move on to singles/new person. So I have decided to go ahead and lump those two into one. So whether you are single, waiting on the next person to come in, or are currently dealing with the new person who just came in, this energy right here should cover both. New person. Let's just call it new person. Okay, King of Wands. I feel like this person is very dead serious. This person don't play no games, bro. This person don't play no games. 10 of coins, yo. Page of coins. There's a lot of earth energy here. Some of you could be getting with somebody at the workplace. Possibly. There's a lot of earth energy in here. King of coins, 10 of coins, 8 of coins. Page of all these coins on the table here. So the only thing that I'm seeing here is difficulty forming an emotional connection. You know, this looks like one of those types of connections that looks really good. Looks really good. You know, most people look at you and probably think, man, y'all are an amazing couple. And there's nothing wrong with those types of connections, but we have to make sure, are we really connecting? Are we really vibing though? Because you can fool people. But if we ain't really vibing, then we got to figure out how to get on that page, you know? We got to figure out how to get on that page where we vibing. See, I see 2 of swords, 2 of wands. So both of you are kind of on the fence. Both of you are kind of on the fence, but I feel like this has a lot of potential for a lot of success. Maybe the 2 of you could even possibly be like a power couple. Maybe y'all are both very business oriented, possibly. Doesn't have to be, but either way, regardless if it has anything to do with business or money, it's still kind of surface level and superficial in the beginning here. Let's look and see what it is they really want from you. What does this person really want from Taurus and this connection? 4 swords. Chariot. Magician. So they're weighing out their options too. By the way, no, they are not talking to anybody else. They may have had a lot of options available to them, but I do feel like they are staying true to you. So even if they did have a bunch of other options, I don't feel like that they've cut everything off and they got eyes for only you. I don't know. Again, I'm not seeing anything here indicating an emotional connection. They may be a little bit afraid of forming an emotional connection. Okay. Because they know that if they give them, I feel like this is the person that like loves really hard. You know, like I know how I get when I fall in love. I fall stupid ass in love. I fall dumb ass in love. So I'm going to watch you. I'm not just going to let myself fall like that. So that's what this person knows. They could fall in love with you if they let themselves. You know, they could. So they're holding off on that for now, though. They're holding off just to make sure they don't make a stupid decision. Doesn't look like it's coming from a bad place, though. Maybe some of you heard some rumors about this person in the past, or maybe they do have a past of playing games and whatnot, but I don't think that they want that with you. Maybe they're really just trying to straighten things up and do things right now, you know? Thank you, Maria, for that super chat. Thank you. Is it Maria or Marla? Oh, Marla? Thank you. Appreciate that super chat. Oops, that deck said no. Okay, well, doesn't look like it's coming from a bad place, but let's take a look at the outcome. Let's take a look at the outcome. Ooh, Queen of Swords reversed. That kind of feels like you. Kind of feels like you getting a little bit impatient and irritated. Justice reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. I'm kind of seeing the issue being swept under the rug, honestly. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing the issue being swept under the rug. I see you getting a little bit irritated because it doesn't seem to be moving quite the way you want it to be moving. So with the 10 of cups in the reverse, I don't feel like this is a separation. I just don't, because y'all had that 10 of coins in that one spread. But again, this is a mistake we see lots of people make. There is nothing wrong with having 10 coins. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having that beautiful, flashy relationship that looks really good. Nothing wrong with that. However, if you don't also have 10 cups, that's a problem. And that's what you see lots and lots and lots of people out there doing. In these relationships, they look so great, and oh man, you're such a beautiful couple, amazing relationship, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. But on the inside, there's tension building. There's not as tight of an emotional connection. It just looks good, So we got to get together and connect on that emotional level. I feel like it will come later on down the line with the Hierophant and the Empress. So I feel like this is going to end up being long-term. It's just taking a minute to get to this point. See what I'm saying? Taking a minute to get to that point. Tension's building. Tension's building. Page of Cups. Okay. It's a slow process, man. Slow process. Okay. So we're going in circles now. What's the best advice? What's the best advice? Oh, we got to lead by example. This is one of the hardest things to wrap the mind around. See, it's so easy to get stuck and wrapped up in what the other person's doing, and it's real easy, really, really easy. But we got to pull ourselves back and say, okay, I need to be the change that I want to see. How do I do that? Maybe it's not the thing happening to me. Maybe it's my response to the thing happening to me. So if I want you to be open, vulnerable, and real with me, I got to be open, vulnerable, and real with you. I also have to make sure that I am providing an environment in which you feel safe being open and vulnerable. See what I'm saying? If I make you feel like you're walking on eggshells and tiptoeing through the tulips, and I'm like a loose cannon and I get mad easy, then it's my fault that you're not opening up and being 100% real, open, and honest with me, and not being vulnerable with me. So I need to open up and be real and vulnerable with you and provide a judgment-free environment. See what I'm saying? Now, it's not a switch that you flip overnight. It's not. But if you have your walls up and you have your guard up, how can I prove to you that you're safe being open and vulnerable with me? How do I prove that? It takes time. It takes time. That's just all there is to it. I have to stay consistent, consistently show up and be the person that I am over time. And then after a certain period, though, after a certain point, then when you're aware that you are safe to be open and vulnerable with me and you're still choosing not to, that's when we got to have a conversation. So what is the issue here? What's really going on? But I feel like that's a little ways on down the line there. This will more than likely end up being very long-term and committed. Okay. Let's just try some different things to see what we can do to get over this hump. Okay. All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the love and the support and the positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.